What's up, people? We're back with some more PS5 gameplay, but this time I chose to get Warhammer Chaosbane. I got the PS4 version because of the fact that I have the external hard drive. I can save some space. As you already know, PS5 really doesn't come with 1 terabyte really nowadays. With the size of games these days, really that doesn't hold a lot. So I decided to get the PS4 version and put it on it automatically saves to that external drive. We're gonna check it out. I think Chaosbane came out around 2019 of May or something like that. So this is what it reminds me of that Diablo style, so I like that style. I can't wait. I'm gonna get that. I'm not sure about you guys, but I'm gonna get that Diablo's Immortal PS version, and I'm gonna get it on mobile version. But here we go, people.
In an age of lawlessness and despair, the empire of man lay in ruins, torn asunder by civil war, and racked by famine and plague. Desperate, unscrupulous men deserted the temples of their fathers and gathered in forbidden cults, seeking the favor of the dark gods. And so it was, in the year 2301, that a Kurgan warlord named Asavar Kul united the savage tribes of the Chaos Wastes and made war upon the realms of men. The invaders entered the distant northern kingdom of Kislev and sacked its largest city, Prague. They sacrificed its people to their dark gods, and any who managed to flee were driven into the freezing wilderness. The Empire seemed powerless to stop the Chaos Horde, and many feared that the end of the world was at hand. But in the Empire's darkest hour, a nobleman from the south named Magnus rallied the people of the Empire to resist the invaders, uniting the warring Elector Counts in the process. The Imperial army marched to the rescue of the Kislevite capital, fighting Kul's army in a massive battle outside the city walls. Joined by mighty heroes from all across the land, Magnus defeated Kul in single combat, and the Chaos Horde was scattered to the winds. Blessed by the gods and heralded as the true Emperor, Magnus returned to Nuln in triumph. But even as the old world celebrated Magnus's victory, the dark gods were planning their revenge.
Okay. So. All right, so we have the Empire Soldier. Looks that must be the tanky one. Then we have the half-elf mage. So we're looking at magic. Okay. Then we have the Slayer, the dwarf. Then we have the Wood Elf Scout. So we're looking at a knife and a bow. Okay. And the Dwarf Engineer. Wonder what the Dwarf Engineer is about. And then we have the Witch Hunter with guns. Oh, okay. I'm always a fan of the guns. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Witch Hunter. I'm gonna start with the Witch Hunter probably. Either the Witch Hunter or the Slayer. The up front, just straight in your face melee, knock the hell out of them type of gameplay. Damn, I don't know, man. I'm gonna do all of them at some point. I'm gonna play them all, so let's start with this Slayer. Okay, get a little business about them. Slayers are formidable fighters who constantly seek tougher duels and ever more dangerous opponents. Bragi is one such Slayer and certainly among the toughest. The longer the battle, the fiercer his rage, which fuses the strength of his blows as he cuts through hordes of enemies and withstands their attack. A Slayer lives and dies, glory and redemption, honorable and fierce. Bragi, Axebiter, never shies away from a fight with the most dangerous enemies he's encountered. Okay. Witch Hunter. Fighting the creatures of chaos is no easy task. The ability to rapidly change stance is crucial for adapting to any situation. As a ruthless hunter, Hater wields his weapons with deadly accuracy. With sharpened blades and loaded pistols, he can strike down the chaos hordes before purifying them with the sacred fire of Sigmar. Jurgen Hader chose to defend his convictions by joining the much feared and respected witch hunters. He ensures law and order is maintained in the name of Sigmar and is primed to jump into action at the slightest suspicion of corruption. There is zero tolerance for any affiliation with chaos in the Empire, and any signs of corruption will be smote with Sigmar's cleansing flames. Okay. Kayla is an outstanding and uniquely ingenious fighter. Her combined mastery of engineering, hydraulics, explosive, and alchemy makes her a fearsome opponent in both melee and ranged combat. And with her varied arsenal, she can unleash devastating power upon her enemies. After leaving the city of to find adventure, this dwarven woman joined the gunnery school in Newland, where she helped humans improve in the art of smelting, canning, and explosive. Well, damn. Now I don't know. We're gonna try this one. She's good at melee and magic. We're gonna try that one.
Not all dwarves are delvers in the earth or master smiths. A rare few become engineers, creating wondrous machines from steel, wood, and stone. You have wanted to be an engineer ever since you were a young dwarf, growing up in your father's workshop at Karazakarak. Your father, Gunnar Torkelson, was one of the greatest engineers of his generation, and being his only child, he taught you everything he knew. In time, you helped him design and build some of his greatest feats of engineering. But the life of an engineer was not without risk. Harnessing the power of fire and steam demanded precise craftsmanship and the finest materials. Any error, no matter how slight, could lead to disaster. There was no way to know for certain what had caused the explosion. It could have been any of 1,000 things, but you blamed yourself nonetheless. Though your father would recover, his days as an engineer were likely over. Tormented by shame, you left Karazakarak to seek your fortunes in the old world. It was well known that humans valued dwarf craftsmanship in all its forms, so you traveled to Nuln in hopes of offering your skills to the Empire's famous gunnery school. You arrived in Nuln to find the Imperial throne vacant and the Empire in tatters, following a succession of pretenders and centuries of civil war. The gunnery school was but a shadow of its former glory, but the remaining engineers gladly welcomed you into their ranks. Your work at the gunnery school had barely begun when news of the Chaos invasion reached the city. As Magnus of Nuln rallied the people to resist the invaders, you and your fellow engineers readied the Empire's ancient guns for war. At Kislev, the Empire's cannons proved decisive, driving back the Chaos Horde again and again until Magnus and his knights defeated Asavar Kul. You returned to Nuln a hero, lauded by the humans for your courage and skill. Later, when word of your exploits reached Magnus, you were surprised to receive an invitation to join his retinue. It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark magic, treachery, and war. It is a night made for witchery and evil deeds, and across the city, guardsmen clutch their weapons tightly and count the hours until the dawn. Sleep is hard to come by on a night such as this. The air is tense, and memories of the battle at Kislev leave you restless and on edge. Suddenly, a peal of thunder shatters the stillness, followed by a howling wind that shakes the tower to its foundations. Foul magic curdles the air, and screams echo in the courtyard outside. The tower is under attack.
What's all that noise? I best go have a look. Groundnase Ironbeard! We're under attack. They must be...
Okay. Graphics look pretty good. Nothing breakable yet. When your health is low, use your potion by pressing L1. You will need to wait several seconds for your potion to refill before you can use it again. Okay, I like that. Speak to this soldier.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
Not if I've got anything to say about it. Where's Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
you have new equipment in inventory, press to view it. Press use the left selected slot. Press X to interact. Okay. What did I get? I guess I already have it. I already equipped it. It gave me something. I guess that was it. Equipping the skill costs skill points. You can earn skill points each time you level up and get them back if you unequip the skill. When you level up, your character gains new skills accessible via the skill tab of the character menu. To equip the skill, you need to spend skill points. These points are reimbursed immediately when you unequip a skill. Okay. Iron Strike. Unleash a series of powerful hammer blows and pistol shots. Generates energy. Iron Dragon. Send forth a continuous stream of fire that burns enemies. Okay. Kayla's archetype ability is Jet of Steam. By tilting the right control button in the desired direction, she consumes her overheating charges and releases a jet of steam that deals fire damage. If overheating crosses a certain threshold, it triggers a powerful explosion.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with foul magics. A Chaos Sorceress stands before the throne, and Magnus, the savior of the Empire, is caught within her spell. There's only one thing to do. Calling upon the spirits of your ancestors, you raise your hammer and charge! By the time you regain your senses, the battle is over. The sorceress is gone, leaving you and Magnus for dead. The shouts of angry men fill the throne room, but these are not guardsmen. They are witch hunters, the Empire's feared inquisitors, led by none other than the infamous Heinrich Voss. You are under arrest for the murder of the Emperor Magnus, Voss declares. You try to tell him about the sorceress, but Voss refuses to listen. I see no sorceress here, he shouts. Only you and a room full of dead men. Confess your crimes, dwarf, Voss threatens. We will have the truth from you one way or another. After a week in the dungeons, you'll tell me everything I want to know. But before the witch hunter could make good on his threat, a commanding voice filled the room. Stop this madness at once! Teclis, lore master of the High Elves, regards Voss coldly. Kila Gunnarsdottir has told you the truth, he said. It is you who have refused to listen. Teclis examines Magnus in silence. He lives, thank the gods, the High Elf says at last. But he is in the grip of a powerful curse. It is only a matter of time before he succumbs. No one outside this room must know what happened here. If the people learn that Magnus has fallen, then everything he fought for will have been for nothing. The fate of the Empire lies in our hands. We must find this sorceress and end the curse before it's too late. If Magnus dies, the Empire dies with him. There are dark and terrible forces at work in the city, Kila Gunnarsdottir. If we are to find the sorceress and defeat her, we must confront the dark cult that has taken root in Nuln and expose its secret master.
What must I do? Tell me, and by my ancestors I'll see it done.
The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath the city. So long as the enemy controls the tunnels surrounding the tower, our position here is vulnerable. Your first task is simple. Enter the tunnels and drive the cultists back from the tower. Kill everything in your path, but beware. There is no telling what foul things await you in the darkness.
Nothing that a couple knocks with a hammer won't fix, I reckon.
All right, so that's the dwarf. Let's try something, people. All right, let's see. We're going to go back to the main menu. I want to check something. All right, change heroes. Let's see. Okay, cool. We can create another. So we saw the dwarf engineer. Let's do the witch hunter.
The people of the Empire have good reason to fear the night as darkness falls.
We're gonna go ahead and skip all that, people, because we've already seen all that with the first character, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing. So we're gonna bypass that. So we can go on to the main part.
It was an age of lawlessness and despair.
Sounds like fighting in the courtyard. I'd best take a look.
All right.
We're under attack. I've got to get to Magnus.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere.
They're here for
Upstairs in the...
so I don't have anything on. All right. Okay. Yeah.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with...
Okay. So that's that one. So now let's see. We're going to change heroes and create a new one. Now, let's see. All right, let's go to this one.
As a young dwarf in the great city of Kara... It was an age of lawlessness and despair. A time...
What's all that noise? Let's take a look. An attack! Ah, thank the ancestors. If it's Magnus they want, they'll have to go through me first. I'd best get to the throne room.
Oh, he went through them like butter.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
I know, exhilarating, isn't it? Now where's Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room, there's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
It's tattoos. That's what I'm getting. Tattoos. Okay.
I need to fight!
Okay.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with power.
Okay.
There are dark...
Chest!
The attack on the tower came from this... Your first...
Ha! By Grimnir, I hope you're right!
Alright, so far people I like this one.
I must return to the fight!
Alright, so we got that one. My apologies, I didn't think about the story about that one. So if we want to, we'll check out the story as well. So so far we did Slayer, Wolf, Engineer, Witch Hunter. So we can do the Empire Soldier. Okay, let's do this one.
There was a time when an emperor ruled in Nuln, and the empire was at peace, but that was long before you were born. Soldiering is the only life you've ever known. Your father was a swordsman in service to the Elector Count of Reichland. By the time you were 15, he was dead, and his sword and armor passed to you. You've lost count of the number of battles you've fought. Some were victories, others defeats. Most were fought over the same barren hills and empty villages, year after year. You rose through the ranks, replacing men who'd fallen along the way. Then came the news of the Chaos Invasion. Panicked Reichlanders spoke of the end of the world, and you feared they were right. With the Empire divided, who could stand against Kuhl and his horde? But then a nobleman from the old imperial capital of Nuln stepped into the breach. His name was Magnus, and he called upon the warring Elector Counts to stand as one and drive back the Chaos Horde. You expected no one to listen, but this time was different. Magnus's message spread like wildfire across the Empire. Within weeks, you and your company were on the march, joining the growing army as it headed north. Not even a lifetime of battles could prepare you for the nightmare that waited at Kislev. Just when all seemed lost, Magnus and his knights launched a desperate charge against the Chaos Warlord and his bodyguards. Surrounded, you and your men held back the horde until Asavar Kuhl had fallen. It was the company's greatest victory, and its last. By the time the battle was over, you were the only one left. Once the dead were buried, you accepted Magnus's invitation to join his retinue and return with him to Nuln. After the horrors you witnessed at Kislev, defending the Empire from its foes is the only battle worth fighting anymore.
Okay, so that's his story. Now,
It was an age of lawlessness and despair.
I heard that part.
Sounds like trouble in the courtyard. I'd better take a look. Chaos forces are storming the tower. I've got to get to Magnus. Yeah.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
Stand fast, soldier. They're here for Magnus. Where is he?
Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
Okay. Alright, so it gave me a chest piece and a weapon. I guess a better weapon. Okay, when you level up, your character gains new skills, which we said that, blah, blah, blah. Conrad's ability is Shield Smash. He uses it to slow enemies by unleashing a powerful strike with his shield. Tilt the R to attack in the direction, in the desired direction. Okay. Conrad's also steadily builds a power charge that upgrades the skill to stun enemies. Okay.
As you reach the throne room, the air seems...
I already know what we gotta do. Oh, it says speak to him, so.
There are dark and terrible forces.
Okay. So far, I like the Slayer, the dwarf who's the Slayer, and this dude right here. I like those. I like them. We're gonna exit. Turn to the main menu. We're gonna check out the other ones. I think we got what? 2 more left. Yeah, we got 2 left. We have this one, High Elf Mage, and the Wood Elf Scout.
The High Elves of Ulthuan are masters of the winds of magic, and none are more renowned than the High Princes of Safri. You were born to a life of great power and privilege, destined one day to take your place among the archmages at the Tower of Hoeth. The arts of magic came easily to you, but as your skill grew, so did your arrogance. A rivalry with another student at the tower spun out of control, culminating in a magical duel that left your rival dead and one of your teachers crippled. As punishment for your recklessness and disobedience, you were banished from Ulthuan until you had atoned for your crimes. Cast out with nothing but a few magical tomes and the clothes on your back, you journeyed to the old world in search of adventure. At first, the news of the Chaos invasion meant little to you. Your people had been fighting the Dark Gods and their armies for thousands of years. But then you learned that Teclis, Earth's greatest living archmage, had come to the old world to offer his support to Magnus and the Empire. Believing your moment of redemption was at hand, you rushed north to join the Imperial army. Magnus accepted your offer at once, glad for another mage to battle cool sorcerers. As the day of battle dawned, you were determined to prove your worth or die in the attempt. While Teclis shielded Magnus from the enemy's spells, you fought cool sorcerers and demons with all the skill at your command. By the time the battle was over, you were a hero. Magnus offered you a place in his retinue, a position of tremendous power and influence. Such trifles meant nothing to you. All that mattered was the opinion of Teclis, who could end your bitter exile with just a few words. And so you have chosen to travel to Nuln with the Imperial army, determined to win the favor of the High Lawmaster at any cost. If that meant protecting Magnus from his enemies and rebuilding the ravaged human empire, then that is what you will do.
So you're doing it for selfish reasons. Gotcha. Okay.
It was an age of lawlessness and despair, a time of dark magic, treachery.
There is sorcery in the air. I can feel it. I'd best get to the courtyard and see what's wrong. Ungors! The tower is under attack. They're here for Magnus. I've got to stop them.
Okay, I might like this one. Okay, I think I like that one.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere.
I can see that, you fool. Where is Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
I mean, what is that little silver piece I keep getting? When you level up, your character gains new skills, accessible, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I need to control where it goes. All right, I kind of like that.
As you reach the throne room, the air seemed...
dark and terrible forces at work in the city. If we are to find the sorceress and defeat her, we must
Command me, High Lore Master. I will show these humans the might of Azure.
Your courage does you credit, young prince, but do not underestimate your foes. They are more treacherous than you can imagine. The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath the city. So long as the enemy controls the tunnels surrounding the tower, our position here, your first task is...
All right, so we got this one. I think we have one more. And this one. This is the last one.
The life of a wood elf is one of tireless service to the great forest of Athelloren, protecting it from those who would do it harm. Sometimes, however, it happens that a young Azrai is born with an urge to wander. An overpowering curiosity and a desire for adventure that will not be denied. Known as the Windborn, these wood elves can be vexing to their elders, but have the potential to become great rangers if their adventurous nature is properly harnessed. And so young Windborn are given leave to wander the wide world for a short period of time, no more than 100 years, to see all they can of the wider world before returning to the Athelloren and taking up their duties. You had been wandering the old world for little more than a year when you heard the news of Asavar Kul's invasion. A human named Magnus was raising an army to drive back the Horde. It sounded like an epic adventure, the very thing you'd left the Athelloren to find. And so you crossed the depths of the Great Breakvault to find the Imperial army. That night, you slipped into the army camp and made your way to Magnus's tent, where you offered your services as a scout. Impressed by your skill, Magnus accepted and made you a part of his growing retinue. Thus began your first great adventure, guiding the growing human army across the Empire and into the frozen lands of the North. The great battle outside the walls of Kislev was more terrible than you could have imagined. You kept close to Magnus during the fight and joined him in the heroic charge that slew the Chaos Lord and turned the tide of the battle. After the battle was won and the dead put to rest, you returned with Magnus to the city of Nuln, where a hero's welcome awaited you. But the noise and bustle of the human city has begun to wear on you, and the urge to wander has taken hold again. As the sun sets over Nuln, you wonder if the time has come to leave the city and seek a new adventure elsewhere.
Okay. So...
It was an age of lawlessness and despair.
Something's happening in the courtyard. If it's trouble, the guards might need help.
What is this thing behind me?
Ash and Oak! The enemy is here! I must get to the throne room and protect Magnus!
Now, is that a guy or a woman? I can't tell. Okay, so I can just hold a button.
Thanks, Sigmar, you're here. There's monsters everywhere. The tower's being overrun.
I'll deal with them. You have my oath on it. Where is Magnus?
Upstairs in the throne room. There's armor in a chest by the stairs. Take whatever you need, but hurry.
What did I say? Oh, I didn't see. I didn't notice that. I didn't notice that. Wow. I'm gonna go back to the other characters and see what I can do. I can do a tactical roll. Okay. Okay.
As you reach the throne room, the air seethes with foul. There are dark and terrible forces at work in the city. If we are to fight...
There is nowhere in this forest of stone that they can hide from me. By shadow and steel, the cult will pay for what it's done.
I saw you fight at Kislev, young Asrai. Your loyalty and courage is not in doubt. But be wary and do not underestimate your foes. They are more treacherous than you can imagine.
What is your command?
The attack on the tower came from the sewers that stretch beneath your first task.
All right, people, there you have it. Those are the choices that we have. So, these are the choices we have. 1, 2, we got this one. This arrogant bastard right here. We got this dude right here. We got the Slayer. And the Witch Hunter. And the Dwarf Engineer. So I like this dude right here. I like the Slayer. I like the Emperor, Hunter, whatever. This one. So I like all 4 of them. But I don't know which one I'm going to use. right, so let's try that inventory. All right. So. Okay, so what was this? Oh, that was to go up to, what's the name? Gotta enter the sewers. So
I'm not afraid of
So there you have it, people. Those are all of the characters that you can pick from. I'm gonna start with that Slayer first. Check out their abilities. Certain advanced skills require energy before they can be used. If you don't have enough energy, you cannot use the skill. You regenerate energy by damaging enemies with basic skills shown in this symbol. If Bragi is not fighting and has no rage charge left, he gradually loses energy. So I can hold a button. What was that? Good.
Fight! I must return to the fight! I must return to the fight!
Okay, I got some different pens. shoes. Another tattoo. Okay. Shoes. Pants. Okay. Plus 10. Okay. Plus 40. Plus 20 armor. Plus 53 maximum health. I'm gonna equip that one. And we had another weapon. Nope, don't want that one. It's no good.
I must return to the fight.
Level 3. Hatchet, another hatchet, and another hatchet. Let's see what we got. Okay. All right. That's the one I have equipped now. I'm gonna leave that one there. So, last, whatever that is. Let out a war cry that grants a maximum health and bonus to all players. Generates energy and rage. Advance while dealing brutal explodes.
Give him a little respite! I've lost the blood rush!
So I got another hatchet. $25 damage. Okay, got better shoes. Level 8. Family pendant again. So we have something new in here. What does the family pendant do? +7 to damage. Now, this one says resist to damage over time, resistance to damage, counterattack damage. Okay, +7 to damage. We're gonna try this one. Maximum energy. All right, let's go this way. can't go in there.
If you're interested in fine cloth, I'm expecting a shipment from Talabheim any day now. Did you hear? You were in the army in Kislev, weren't you? By the gods, I wish I could have been there.
It's done. There's nothing in the tunnels outside the tower except dead men. Plenty of signs that there are more cultists deeper in the sewers, though, or I'm no dwarf.
I do not doubt it. The servants of Nurgle flourish in darkness and filth. Our battle against the cult has only just begun. Well done. Return to me when you are ready for your next task.
Okay, but what I want to know is, what do I do with all this stuff? Like, can I sell it?
There is grim news from the tower. Voss has learned that a large group of Magnus's guardsmen have gone missing. He believes they might have pursued the cultists into the sewers during the attack.
So? I'd have done the same if that damned sorceress hadn't blasted me off my feet.
They've been gone too long, Braggy. Either they've gotten lost in the tunnels, or the cultists have cut them off. Someone must go in after them and bring them out.
Locate the survivors.
Nothing to worry about. I wanted to see the raid. Time for a tank of the day.
Lost. 4. Okay, what is this skill? Okay.
I need to fight! I need to fight!
So they have, okay, so it has some new pants, alright. These does counterattack 9% plus 9%. Whip those. Bracelets. 7 maximum energy resistance to damage over. This one. That one. Okay, so and skills. All experience gains. Extra cold. Loot quality. Extra fragment. Extra divine fragment. Think Place a special emote. Place a special emote. Emote. Changes. Increases looting radius. Increases loot. But I can on all of them. That one. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Let me give it a shot. That. That thing.
No! I need more time. I need to fight. I must return to the fight. I need to fight!
So appearance and companion. This is kind of back damage 17. So I went that way already.
I've lost the blood rush. Let's give them a little respite. No! I need more time! I need to fight!
Come on. What did I get? This is the damage over time. Wow. I have damage. Health generation +3, S +4, it's 13, 43. It's gonna go with those. Level 6.
I need to fight!
I need to fight.
Need to fight! I need to fight! I need to fight!
Alright, went that way. I think I did. No, I didn't.
I've lost the blood rush.
Look at the blood on the wall.
I must return to the fight!
There, but let's get this first. What's new? Yes. What's armor? Good damage. 5418. 43. 54. Maximum health. And oh, wow. 100. Wow. We're gonna go with it.
No! I need more time!
damned cultist lured us into a trap. Tried to fight, but too many of them.
Easy now, lad. You and your men fought well. Now let's get you on your feet and back to the tower.
They took them. Anyone still able to walk dragged them, screaming, into the darkness. Forget about me. Find the others.
Oh, he's dead. Okay. Plus 16 health drain. Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
I wanted to see the parade. You were with
I found your lost warriors. They'd been trapped by the cultists and surrounded. For what it's worth, they died well. Most of them, at least.
And the others? They were taken alive?
Not much point taking them if they're dead, is it? What does the cult want with a handful of prisoners, though?
Not prisoner. Sacrifices. Offerings to the Lord of Pestilence in exchange for more power. We must do everything we can to prevent this. Go and make whatever preparations you require. Then return to me as soon as you are ready.
Visit the Collector's Guild. Donations. sorts and categorizes all kinds of items, no matter how rare and significant. You can give any of your items you no longer need to the guild, which gradually increase your reputation with it. Guild does not sell the item, but it will offer you a unique reward each time you increase your reputation level. Donate items to the Collector's Guild to increase your reputation and earn rewards at each level. You can change the appearance of your gear in your inventory by using the appearance menu. When you give new item to the Collector's Guild, you automatically unlock its appearance. Okay. I gotta give my shit away to you? What's up, bro? Wait a minute. No, oh shit, wait a minute. Okay. Oh. I have no wage. What am I equipped with? So unlock a new appearance. So I got rid of those. Okay. What about my skills though? I'm still level 6. I need to be level 8 in order to unlock that one. Level 9 for that one. But there you go, people. That's a little bit of gameplay of that. So hopefully you got an idea of what we're looking at. I really haven't decided on which one's the best one for me. So I'm going to continue to play on. I'm gonna choose different characters and see what it feels like to play with them. And tell me, out of the ones that I picked, which one do you like the most and why, if you can. But until then, I'm out. You have a good one.